Amidst the buzz of Marvel Studios' recent off-screen turbulence, dedicated MCU enthusiasts are now gaining insights into the troubles that plagued the highly anticipated series, Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion was meant to be Marvel's first foray into a grand crossover event on the small screen, and it boasted an intriguing comic book source material, not to mention a stellar cast led by the charismatic Samuel L. Jackson. However, it ultimately left audiences and critics bewildered, becoming the first MCU project to earn a rotten rating from both groups. Months after the perplexing finale of the Disney Plus series, the veil of secrecy surrounding its backstage drama is finally lifting, revealing the off-screen drama of Secret Invasion. As per a source close to Marvel, the turbulent pre-production phase of Secret Invasion can be attributed to a combination of factors, including the global pandemic and the growing number of Disney Plus shows within the MCU. These circumstances led Marvel Studios to recruit fresh talent to alleviate the strain, a decision that directly impacted Nick Fury's Phase 5 series. For example, Kyle Bradstreet, who had dedicated a year to the project as a writer and producer, was replaced. This shift paved the way for a new team of writers and directors, including Brian Tucker, Thomas Bezicha, and Ollie Selim. The exact details of what transpired behind the scenes remain somewhat elusive, but the turmoil during Secret Invasion's pre-production eventually spilled over into the summer of 2022, resulting in factions, power struggles, and, in the words of our source, weeks of people not getting along, and it erupted. As a last-ditch effort to salvage the project, Marvel Studios enlisted Jonathan Schwartz, a member of its prestigious parliament, to steer the ship back on course. By this time, Secret Invasion was on the verge of losing some of its stars due to filming delays and scheduling conflicts. By September 2022, the Secret Invasion team had undergone a major overhaul. One of its directors, Thomas Bezicha, had to depart due to prior commitments, and Marvel executive Chris Gary was reassigned, with rumors suggesting that his contract may not be renewed. Can fans continue to trust Marvel Studios after Secret Invasion? While Marvel Studios has released a string of successful films and Disney Plus shows as part of Phase 4, there's no denying that the studio hit a few stumbling blocks. The pandemic, the introduction of the MCU streaming series, and executive turmoil at Disney have all played a role in these hiccups. However, Secret Invasion's lackluster quality, coupled with the shock surrounding Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and the news of Marvel's shift away from the television model for its TV shows, made it evident to audiences that the real issue was internal. In the same report that delves into Secret Invasion's behind-the-scenes chaos, Marvel acknowledges its shortcomings and is taking steps to address them. Along with scrapping and reimagining Daredevil, Born Again, the studio is bringing in dedicated showrunners and executives solely focused on television, and giving writers greater creative control. While Secret Invasion was undoubtedly a major letdown and a trying experience for its creators and crew, it may have achieved one significant positive outcome. It prompted those in charge to recognize the need for change. The lingering question now is whether these adjustments will come too late, and how the MCU plans to integrate its underwhelming series into its bold new vision. Marvel fans will be watching with bated breath to see how this cinematic juggernaut adapts and evolves in the face of its challenges.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.